Hey everybody, welcome to the Family Flips. This is Jessica and this is Joe.
So what we're talking about in this video is focus. We live in such a distracted world, always living in response and reacting to the things around us the moment we wake up.
From the moment we wake up.
We're looking at our cell phones and we're reacting to what the cell phones are telling us to do. So I think, we're going to give five practical things that you can do today to help you live a focused life and cut through the distractions and make you a better person, more productive, and more efficient in all your day.
Now just keep in mind that this is 5 things that we've developed that work for us. Your lifestyle is going to be different, your preferences are going to be different, so a lot of things you may have to change or alter, but I encourage you to find one thing in this video and implement it today. Without further ado, here are those 5 things. So one of the best things you can do to set yourself up for success the next day and to stay focused is what can you do right now to help you in the future stay focused with all the tasks that need to get done. So this is what we do. We go through our nightly routine, and part of that is to, get ready for bed, get our pajamas on, and then we go through and we do a quick 10-minute pickup of the room. Joe and I make sure that the dishes are done and that the kitchen is semi-clean. Sometimes it doesn't get fully cleaned. That's part of life, but at least we can get up, we can make coffee, we can make breakfast without a hassle in the morning. Because that can just really set things off. And on top of that, you're kind of starting your day behind. You want to make sure that you can hit the ground running. So keeping the house in a manageable state, doesn't have to be spotless, but having it stay in a manageable state. And then the night before, 2 main things that we do is we set ourselves up to make sure that tomorrow runs smoothly. And Joe and I, every single night before we go to bed, we talk about what's happening the next day so we can make sure that we're both on the same page. You're awesome. So a big part about staying focused throughout the day is to check your priorities and do the difficult things first. That's tip number 2. When you do the difficult things first, you get them out of the way. You're no longer dreading doing them, because the truth is those things don't get any easier as the time goes by. And if you can actually get those things done right away, get them out of the way, that actually sets momentum for the rest of your day and making sure that that goes really, really smoothly. Everybody has different things that they hate doing, but for me, I hate picking things up. I hate picking up, and although I am a naturally tidy person, I like to do pickups every single day, and I like to touch every single room and pick it up every single day, especially if we use it. That way things don't get out of hand. As you can see, this is our playroom right now, and it is a little bit messy. It is by no means out of control, but I work really, really hard to make sure that we can at least see the floor. Kids are messy and they like to play, and I don't want to stifle their creativeness by making sure that they have to keep things clean. The thing is if I push those things off, they very rarely get done, and then they just pile up. It's the same thing with listings. Actually posting on eBay and listing on eBay is not my favorite thing to do. I find it kind of monotonous and tedious, whereas Whitney and Joe, they actually fairly enjoy that and they like to do it. So everybody has a little bit of differences, everybody has, different preferences, but whatever works for you, whatever is the thing that you struggle with doing, just do it first, get it out of the way, let it set the momentum for the rest of your day. Does it look clean now? Yeah? Do you want to sing the clean up song for me? Clean up, everybody, everywhere. Good job. Say thank you guys for helping us clean up. Say bye.
Bye.
Another thing would be to eliminate time wasters and distractions. There are always going to be things that come up, always. Some things are important, some things are not. Some things can probably wait, like that text message or that email or that phone call. Just when you're in the moment and you're really trying to get things done, it's going to be best to just get the distractions out. Like, don't respond to that text message. I know so many times that we live in such a response-driven world that we're responding to everything, is that we feel like we have to respond to that message or respond to that thing. But in order to keep focused, we're going to have to learn to put those distractions off. Another thing would be time wasters. You know, it's like in the morning, like when you're trying to get things done, like Jessica said, you know, with doing the most difficult, the hardest things first, is that before then, like, don't get on social media, don't go scrolling on Facebook, all those things. Like, don't get stuck into those things. I know for me, it's like if I look at Facebook or Instagram, like, I get sucked in for 5 or 10 minutes and I don't even realize where 5 or 10 minutes are gone. I know there's apps that are out there for that you can download, you can put on your phone, that you can't use certain applications during certain hours a day, but eliminating distractions and time wasters is going to help you stay focused. Another thing you do to help stay energized and focused is eating some fruits and different stuff, nuts for snacks. You know, don't eat that big lunch, don't eat that big breakfast. Like, don't go to McDonald's and get you something that's very, very heavy, that Mexican food, whatever it is, because that stuff is going to weigh you down, and then come 2 o'clock, your body's going to be crying out, I need sugar, because it's just lethargic. So just having small little energy-packed snacks, like I got cherries today, it's going to help you stay energized and keep your mind focused, and your body's going to like it if you do a lot more snacking throughout the day than eating large meals at lunchtime. Another thing to do is to regenerate and keep your energy up so that you can keep your focus. You find yourself getting distracted, you're not being able to focus. If you're looking at a computer screen all day, just taking that 5 minutes, just take a break, jump back in. That way when you do jump back in, it's going to help you stay focused. I even, you know, a lot of people say that, you know, 45-minute spells are really, you can keep a lot of focus for 45 minutes at a time and get a lot of work done during that time. I know I'd rather do efficient work that's super fast and very productive during those short periods of time than spending all day during a task, doing things that I can then do in a couple short periods of time.
So, this is Darcy, and we're gonna go for a quick run. And point number 5 is to always remember why you're doing it. Always go back to your why, figure out what your goals are, what you want to do, and make sure that every step that you take is going towards that goal. I think a lot of times we get stuck. Life happens, a series of decisions happen. You make a decision that's good for in that moment, but isn't necessarily good for in the future.
It's like once you figured out, you know, really what your why is, like I would encourage you to write it down. It could be an artistic drawing, it could be not really your drawing, but just something artistic that's got, you know, just you, whatever you is, but just write it down so that way you have it, you can revisit it, put it somewhere that's like a central spot that you're going to be able to look at, but also spend time. You know, I'd say it'd be hard to do it every day, but there's science that backs up when you focus on these things for a few moments a day. It could be during your morning meditations, but that's going to allow you to focus, especially when it gets tough, and it's not really fun things to do. Like working out in the hot, like it's not fun. So like you can get very unfocused. Like I'm gonna take a break, go inside, cool off. Next thing you know, you've been inside chilling for like an hour or whatever it is doing. So just have it, record it in your mind, revisit it.
That's awesome.
So we hope that you've enjoyed this video, you found it useful. If you have, give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. We hope you've had a good day and have an even better night. And until next time, peace.
All right, so for tomorrow, I was thinking that